All right, guys, how's it going? So earlier today, I uploaded a review of the Spanish football dailies that I do every day of the week. In that video, I did a brief summary of an article that I published in the Pro Barcelona football daily called Sport. They've been banging on about Luis Diaz almost every day for the last week, I think. And in this video, I'm going to go over the full article, right? It's just so that I could keep that other video, a bit shorter. So I just did like a brief summary in that. So basically, Sport today have an article titled "The Paths Lead to Luis Diaz." And it says as follows: from the latest statements by Barca sporting director Deco, it can be inferred that this summer there will be few transfers unless there are unwanted departures. In other words, both he and the coach, Hansi Flick, are more than satisfied with the squad. Renewals have been absolutely prioritised to retain the young players, and the club will only turn to the market to reinforce one or two positions. And the priority, as was the case last summer and again in January, would be the arrival of an attacker who can play on the left wing and above all provide goals and flair. That profile was already sought in August with Nico Williams and was attempted again in January with much less money through a loan for Marcus Rashford. Now, excuse me. Neither arrived due to the difficulty of registering players. But if there's room to manoeuvre, the sporting direction will push again starting this June. The market for wingers has gradually become clearer. Rashford has gone to Aston Villa and Barca has ruled him out because they only saw him as an opportunistic signing. Where have we heard that before? Kvaratskhelia has ended up at PSG for a fortune. Nico Williams, now more inclined to come, isn't having a particularly consistent season, and other players whose contracts are expiring, like Salah or Leroy Sané, don't fit into Barcelona's plans due to their age. On the broader list of desirable footballers, Rafa Leao, I don't know how to pronounce his name, if it's not Jack Daniels or John Smith, at Milan remains, and above all, Liverpool's Colombian star, Luis Diaz. The former has always been one of Joan Laporta's big dreams, but Barca won't go overboard for him. Milan demands 100 million euros to sell him, and the technical staff currently views him as too inconsistent. Yes, he's a footballer with exceptional qualities, but he tends to fade too often, causing friction with the coaches he's had. If the board sees Leao as a good option, the sporting department views Luis Diaz as an excellent one. Deco already mentioned his name last summer. He knows him perfectly from his time at Porto and has followed his progress in the Premier League, where he struggled to get going initially. At Barca, they believe he's at the ideal age, and his contractual situation could end up helping. His contract with Liverpool runs until 2027, and for now, his renewal is far off. And he's not one of the players considered strategic by his club. Luis Diaz has never hidden that he'd like to join Barca at some point in his career, and that willingness is a plus when considering his signing. For now, everything is on hold, though Barca is well informed about everything happening around him. In other words, they're in constant communication, either with him or his camp, Papa fucking Diaz or whatever. First, they'll need to see what income they can generate, and then they'll act. As of today, the Colombian is very, very well positioned, but they'll need to figure out how to register him. Barca believes the Colombian winger could indeed arrive this summer, and Deco prioritises him. And that, my friends, is what is published in Sport today. 4 minutes there, look, an extra minute with the big man, you know what I mean? I've trekked you there. All right, I won't waffle on anymore. I've gone over everything else that's in today's Spanish football dailies in a previous upload, but I just wanted to give you like a quick individual video for those of you that are slightly interested. Obviously, Mo Salah was mentioned there as being considered, but too old, these clubs like Barca and Real Madrid offered players at that age that, yes, they're free in terms of free transfers, no transfer fee, but there's big signing on fees, big salaries, the last big contract maybe before they retire, unless of course they go out to Saudi. So I'll leave that with you. Constant reporting in Barcelona concerning Luis Diaz and Barcelona, and I believe it. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment if you've got anything to say. I apologize if I spat then. And if you want to buy me a coffee, to put a smile on my chubby cheeks, then please hit the super thanks button, which is under the video. It's a love heart, and I'll give you a shout out in tomorrow morning's briefing and let everybody know how amazing you are. These dogs are always yapping, but it's because it's nice now. The sun's back, do you know what I mean? So all the animals are outside again. Noisy little fucker. Have you seen my dish there? Look, big dish, look. You seen that? I ain't missing football for anyone, mate. Not a fucking chance.